Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Manchester United 2, Spurs 2. And to be honest, I'm a bit disappointed about that result. I thought it wasn't a good performance. Look, we were good on the counter, but Spurs completely dominated the game. And I thought lots of the players were not very good. I mean, the fact that we couldn't keep the ball and we just kept giving it away was so frustrating. I didn't like that performance. Look, I think Aston Villa's performance was better than that because at least we kept the ball more. But against Spurs, that just wasn't good enough. Look, I know a point's not a bad result against Spurs because Spurs are a good team, but really, Spurs should have won that. They dominated the game. We had 8 shots. I've heard that we had 76% pass accuracy, which is unacceptable. Not very good at all. And then Spurs had 89. So that's unacceptable. That's really bad from Man U. That's unacceptable. I have to say that. That's unacceptable. We meant to be keeping the ball more. And I'm really frustrated with that. Really frustrated. Really disappointed. I mean, that second half was just so terrible. I mean, awful. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Look, my hair's not like that because my frustration is just I need a haircut. But that was absolutely awful for Man U today. Look, we were good on the counter, like I just said. We were good in moments at sometimes, but to be dominated at Old Trafford is just unacceptable, really unacceptable. I'm not happy with that performance at all. I'm really not happy. That's a terrible performance. I'm sorry. But lots of the players are going to get 4s because that's absolutely terrible. And really, I'm actually going to be tempted and say that Bruno and Rashford have to be sold because to not get a shot from that, to not even what do you call it? And to not even to just shoot from stupid angles again is unacceptable. They do not keep the ball. Rashford, I know he scored a goal, but to do that's just not a good attitude, Rashford. I don't know why you're doing that. I don't know. You need to be a better, more kinder person than that. That's just a show off. You don't do that. And Bruno, look, I like Rashford and Bruno. They're one of my favourite players, but that was a generally awful performance. I'm not happy with that at all. I'm not happy, really not. Especially now that we're 9th and it's going to take a long time to get back to top 4. I'm sorry. I think this season's over now. I think that performance sums it now. I think, I agree with Mark Goldbridge. It's the same old rubbish. It's the same old trash from the players. And I think lots of them have to be sold. And I'm being passionate there, but they do have to be sold. Because that's just unacceptable. Look, if I was the manager, I'd be really disappointed with that performance because lots of the players had chances to win the game, especially McTominay at the end. That was so frustrating. But they just blew it, and it's just so unacceptable. So bad. I know I'm annoyed, but I think we could have won that game if we made better decisions. But the reason why we lose that game is just because the players can't be bothered to pass the ball. They can't be bothered to make patterns. They can't be bothered to do anything. That's just generally so frustrating today. I'm not happy at all. That's generally awful. Awful performance. Awful performance from the whole team. Not good at all. Very bad. Spurs were a much better team. Look, I was happy in this. I know I did celebrate. I watched the game, but in that second half, that's just unacceptable for Man U. That's just terrible. To not even get kind of a sniff is generally terrible. Don't worry, I'm not. This is not me. I'm just being passionate. I'm not. And I'm just giving my thoughts. And my thoughts are that was a generally awful performance. That was generally terrible. And the fact that I have a bit of a blocked nose as well doesn't make me even happier, because why would you want your team to lose when you are not feeling the greatest? Look, I had a bit of a cold, so that's why I didn't do the Spurs, because I was feeling awful. But that performance is generally punch suckering. It's just generally awful. I'm not happy with that performance at all. And we better move on to the player ratings, because they're going to be really interesting. But Onana, I'm sorry, mate. It's a 4. You should have gone to the AFCON. You didn't. This was poor. I don't know why. Biquet. I can't say I can't be bothered to say his name. Biquet is on the bench. He should deserve his chance now. I think Onana's had his chance. If I was the manager, I'm sorry, Onana, you would be on the bench, because you cost us Champions League football this season. You were terrible. You were really, really bad. And look, I know I'm starting to become a bit fierce at the players, but this is just generally, I've had enough now. It's just generally the same old trash all the time. And, you know, the fact that I want to watch that game and they're putting in a performance like that is generally trash. So I'm not happy with that. And so it's a 4, Onana. It's a 4. You were terrible. Look, you have to do better with that particular goal. It's generally terrible. I'm sorry. It's terrible. Wan-Bissaka, look, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka, generally, look, I need to give. It's a poor performance. Why does the player deserve a 6? I'm sorry, Wan-Bissaka, it's a 5. Look, I know maybe you didn't do bad, but look, that I don't know. The whole defence deserves a 5, because it's just shambolic from the whole team today. Wait, I hope that's not swearing. I don't know what is swearing or not, but hopefully I didn't swear there. I only said shambolic. I hope that's not a swear, because it sounds like the B word, but it's probably not. Look, I'm not frustrated, I'm just telling the truth. Look, I am frustrated, but it makes the video more entertaining, and you're just seeing the harsh bit of me. So I'm just going to be frustrated. I'm just not happy with that performance. It's just generally awful. Dalot, 5, not good enough. Varane, look, I know he's a good defender, but 5, not good enough. I know people give him a 6, but why does he deserve a 6? We've conceded 2 goals. We haven't played well. We didn't play well. Evans, 5, terrible. Look, Mainu, look, I don't want to give him a 5, because it's not fair. He's a young player. Maybe I'll only give him a 6, because I don't think he was bad. It's just I don't know. I know I have to give Mainu a 5, because I did say that the whole team was playing trash. So, and Eriksen, 5, no rhythm. Right, Rashford, 4, absolutely terrible. I'm sorry, Rashford, you are one of my favourite players, but to put on a performance like that and to running stupidly into defenders and not look up and only just shoot anywhere is just so stupid. You need to learn how to create. It's just not good enough from you. I know you're better than this. I know you can play better than this. You were so superb last season, but this season, I don't mean to be rude, but you're not really good enough. I don't know. I don't know if we should sell Rashford in the summer, because he's just not up to the heights anymore. Hopefully he can change, because I would like him to cinema, and I do like Rashford. When he has a kind attitude, I like Rashford, but today he just felt like he was a show off, and he felt like he's going like that, and why would I want a player like that? Look, he's done good things for children, but to do that, it's just generally it makes me lose respect on. It makes no, I can't say that because I'm idling them. You don't want to do it. How do I say it? It makes me. It makes me. I don't know because it's idling. I don't know. But it's just generally awful. Garnacho, look, it's a 5, but no, I give him a 5.5. Look, he tried, but I think Odegugi just bullied him in the whole game, and he struggled really hard in that game, and I don't think he played really well as well. Look, Fernandez, it has to be a 4, the same as Rashford. Look, I like Fernandez. Like I said, he's one of my favourite players, but he can't. He views the ball as a hot potato. He doesn't keep the ball, and I want him to keep the ball because we would play so much better if we kept the ball. I've had death threats on Xbox saying that I play trash football and that I play round the back, but you know what? The main thing is I keep the ball, and that's how I view football. I think you should keep the ball. I don't see the point of not keeping the ball. I think to win games, look, you can do well, but only if you're a good transition team without the ball. But I don't know. But at least if you're counter-attacking, keep care of the ball. Don't keep doing stupid long balls, because that was just really bad for Man U today. Haaland, I don't know. Nah, actually, I'll give him a 6.5. Look, his goal was really good. I liked his goal. Really good goal. But second half he dropped off, and he didn't get any service yet again. And he was just really poor again in the second half. So, but he did work hard. So I'll give him a 6.5. Now, Martinez, I'll give him a 6. Look, I know it wasn't a good performance for Man U the whole game, but Martinez was a nice positive because it's nice to have him back. We might play better with him. We looked quite good defensively when he came on. I thought, yeah, maybe we can get a draw out of this because Martinez, I can trust Martinez and Varane. I've seen, because that's how we done well last season. We had a good defence with them, and we were solid at the back. So I think we'll be better defensively with Martinez and Varane back. So, well, Martinez especially, yeah. So I'll give him a 6. I thought he did alright. Anthony, I'll give him a 6. Look, I don't think he did anything wrong, and he didn't have enough time to show himself. So 6. Matt Tomley, look, 5. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. 5. A bit disappointing that he missed that header, but it was just that's not good enough on a player that I don't think he's. I like Matt Tomley. I think he's a nice lad. I don't think he's what you would call a show-off. I don't like them players who are show-offs, and I don't mean to be rude, but I like players who are kind. And I think Matt Tomley is kind, but the problem is I just don't think he's good enough, and I think we do have to sell him. I'm not being harsh on him, but he's just not a good enough. He's not a Man U player, definitely. I think he's more between a 10th and a 9th player, but look, I'm not going to go harsh on him. I'm just going to say that 5. I don't think he's good enough at this level. And then who else came on? I know someone else came on. So there was Martinez. No, I think that is it. And then Erik ten Hag. I'm sorry, Erik ten Hag. It has to be a 4. Look, I want Erik ten Hag to do well. I want him to do well, but I just don't get the football we're playing at the moment. We're playing absolutely trash football. We can't keep the ball for 1 second. Look, we kept it against Wigan, but anyone can keep it with Wigan. They're not a good team. Any Premier League could. We should be beating Wigan anyway. They're not that good, but the fact that we cannot keep the ball is concerning, and he needs to try and get these players to keep the ball football, not stupid long balls, because I can't be bothered with them long balls. Look, they're nice when they pay off, but I hate long ball. It's so boring. Um, it's not nice watch. It's really boring, and especially when you do a long ball that's not going anywhere to a player. It's generally so boring, and we need to learn to play possession football quick and fast because I don't see Ten Hag surviving this job playing that football. I'm sorry. The football we're playing is awful. The fact that he put McTominay on was awful. I thought we should have put Casemiro on, and I thought we should have left McTominay on the bench. Look, I don't think McTominay's that good, but I'm not being harsh on the lad. He's just not. He's just not. He's just not a Man U player. I'm just gonna say that. He's just not a Man U player, and we have to do better. But the man of the match will have to be Haaland, definitely, because he got a goal. I thought he worked hard, and he was a good positive for the performance. But look, I know Rashford scored a goal, but why would I give him a score for scoring the goal? Because I was wondering why he was doing that. Then I heard that he was doing that because he was showing off. So why would I give a player? Because that's just not on. That's just not on. You need to be kind. It's just not on Rashford, and he's still shooting from stupid angles and passing, and Bruno is as well. So I don't know. We might have to make a situation in the summer if they're not going to get any better of selling them. I'm sorry. I know they're good players, but I think we can get better players in for better value than them. I just don't think. I'm starting to say they're not good enough, or I'm starting to say they're not trying, which is sad. But they're just. It's sad because Bruno and Rashford were really good a few seasons ago. I thought they were one of our best players, but they've just dropped off completely, and they just keep making stupid decisions with the ball, and they're not playing very well. But look, that's disappointing today. But you know what? We have to move on. We have West Ham next. Is it West Ham? And then Aston Villa. No, I think it's Wolves. Is it Wolves? I'm not sure. It's either West Ham, Aston Villa, or Wolves. We need to win them games. Look, maybe I'll say that this is an okay result if we get 3 wins from our next 3. So, or maybe 2 wins from a draw. That's fine. I want 2 draws or 2 wins, or 3 wins with 1 draw. But I'm just not happy with that performance today. I thought we were not good enough, and yeah. But I hope you guys have a good rest of the evening. And look, I know I ranted a bit. I know I got a bit angry, but I'm watching Man U at the moment is just generally. It's just generally so frustrating because we do not play good football. It's so boring. I sometimes fall asleep in the matches, and we needed that result and we didn't get it. So, look, I know I was a bit annoyed, but it's just it keeps on happening and it's getting tiring. When it keeps happening, it's getting tiring. Last season it wasn't happening that much, but this season it keeps happening, these results. Our football's atrocious. We keep playing the atrocious football and it's not good enough. If I was the board tomorrow, or if I was the manager, I'd say right, sell these players quickly because they're not good enough. We need better players. We need, like I said, like Ralph Rangnick said, we need open heart surgery in that club. So we need more players. We need a better stadium. We need everything. If we want to become a good team again, we need to change dramatically. So hopefully not Ralph. Is it? Oh, I forgot his name now. Oh, Jim Ratcliffe is gonna sign some players in January and summer, and hopefully he gets rid of some of these players, because I just don't think they're good enough. I think it's time for them to go. and I think it was time for them to go for a long time now. In the start of the season, I was thinking, this is their attitude. I don't like their attitude. I'm sorry, their attitude is not acceptable, and the performances they're putting in are not acceptable, and that's all I'm going to say tonight. But I hope you guys have a good rest of the evening, and I'm going to stay happy. It's only a game, and I'm just giving you my thoughts on the result, and it's a frustrating result, and I don't know how I'm going to say it, but it's like I'm just I'm just being truthful. I'm just showing you my feelings, though. But really, I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the evening. Not worry about Man U that much. Who worries about Man U? They're only a club. They're only gonna get worse. So why worry about them? They're never gonna get better. I'm sorry, unless we make a dramatic change. So, but I hope you guys have a good rest of the evening, and I see you and a good night's sleep, and I'll see you guys soon. Good night.